Welcome, sports fans, to Sonora, California, Dunleavy Field, where tonight we have a late start ball game. The JV game took a little bit longer, but we're going to be here with you. Kickoff scheduled for about 9 minutes, so we'll give you a little update and some information to try to lead you into the ball game. This is your announcer, Denny I, with NorCal SportsTV. Let's talk a little bit about last year's accomplishments. This is the first ball game for both teams, so both teams are coming in with, obviously, 0-0 records. Brian Craig, the head coach for Sonora High School, in 11 seasons has a record of 82-37. Last year, his conference overall record was 7-5, and they were the Mother Lode League champions for the 5th year in a row. They lost to Colfax in the D5 semifinals. They have 5 straight Mother Lode League titles with a record of 29-0 in the Mother Lode League. Wildcats are being led by number 11, senior quarterback Nick Crockett. Number 21, running back Elijah McDonald. Number 6, running back Justin Morgan. Wide receiver number 80, Gabriel Milborn. And outside linebacker and offensive line and defensive line, number 66, Mark Kamara. Newcomers to look for, Owen Bauer, Josiah Bradford, Andrew Matlock, and Jacob Taylor. For the Oakdale Mustangs, Valley Oak League dominant team, very similar to what Sonora's been doing in the Mother Lode League. Trent Merzon, the head coach, coming into his 20th season with a record of 188-45-1. Last year they were 9-4 overall and 4-2 in the Valley Oak League. They've been in the CIF playoffs for the last 13 years, and last year in the ball game, played down in Oakdale, It was the Oakdale Mustangs 49, Sonora Wildcats 0. Oakdale is 12-1 in the last 13 meetings between these two schools, dating back to the year 2006. The last time Sonora beat Oakdale was in the year 2016 by a score of 27-13. Mustangs are being led by number 25, junior running back Zeke Safar. Number 24, senior tight end Ben Chappelle. Number 14, sophomore quarterback Jackson Holt. Number 21, senior running back Leo Ayala. And number 60, a junior outside linebacker Owen Pena. Both coaches pretty much agree that the key to tonight's ball game is run the ball, stop the other team from running. Mustangs say we want to avoid turnovers, and Sonora High School says let's see if we can get them off the field in 3 downs or 3 and out. Beautiful weather here tonight. I know it was in the high 90s during the daytime. It's probably about 78 right now, and it'll cool off a little bit more, but it's going to be a beautiful night. I don't think anybody has to worry about having a jacket on here tonight. Should be exceptional football weather up here in the Motherlode as we overlook the foothills of Sonora, California. These two teams have been rivals for years. They used to compete against each other in the Valley Oak League. And then when the population, Sonora, as far as students went down, Sonora High moved into another division, so they went into a different conference, the Motherlode League. And Oakdale has stayed in the Valley Oak League, which they've been in now for a number of years. Sonora used to be in the Valley Oak League. And I believe this would be their 6th year now that they are not in the Valley Oak League. So these teams have always had a bit of rivalry, but as we mentioned earlier, Oakdale has just been dominating this rivalry. And even though Oakdale, at least in the past 12 out of 13 years, has obviously had a little bit stronger, or maybe a lot more, little bit stronger team, I think it's still great that they continue to play, keep those rivalries alive.
The veterans to initiate a hand salute during the singing of our national anthem.
PA announcers announcing the playing of our national anthem, so we will be quiet and let that take care of itself. Had the singing of the national anthem. Unfortunately, I did not catch the young lady's name, so I cannot give her credit. Sonora traditionally has somebody from their high school sing their national anthem. They are getting ready for the kickoff now. Again, we're running approximately, I'm sure you figured it out. I believe the tip-off was going to be approximately 7 o'clock, and we're going to be a half hour late, but that's okay. NorCal Sports TV is here to bring you this ball game. This broadcast is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Benton Roberson CPA, Sonora Conference Center, brand new opening in downtown Sonora. They have meeting rooms on demand for your conference and any meetings you want in downtown Sonora. Go to sonoraconferencecenter.com for more information. Tuolumne County Transit, Berry Electric, and coming soon will be the NorCal Sports Summer Basketball Camp as well. They're having the captains out there right now for Sonora. The captains are Nick Crockett, Josiah Bradford, Gabriel Milborn, and Mark Kamara. They have the backs to us, so I can tell you there, I can see through one of them. Number 33 for Oakdale is one of the captains. They're doing the traditional tossing of the coin. The referee, the official, the head official, referred to as the referee, wearing the white cap, will give us a signal here in a minute. He'll show who won the toss, and then who wins the toss will either elect to receive or play defense. And then the other team will have their choice at the second half. Most teams elect to take the ball. You get an occasional team that wants to flex their muscles, and they'll say, well, we want to play defense. So sometimes they'll do that, too, depending on weather conditions, wind, rain, etc. But there's no weather conditions here tonight other than beautiful. The sun is down. There won't be any sun in the eyes. There's no wind. The flag is basically just barely fluttering on the flag post. Sonora will receive. And we're getting ready for the kickoff here. The kicker for Oakdale, I believe, is number 3, McDonald. Back deep to receive for Sonora is Justin Morgan. Along with Josiah Bradford. So they have double deep receivers. We'll see if Sonora does any of the trickery of what fake handoff plays, where they just get it and go. Ball will be placed on the 45-yard line. Should be Dom McDonald kicking off. Number 3, I believe, is his jersey number. We're getting ready to start off Sonora High School football and Oakdale High School football for this California first weekend of the exciting football season. And we should be ready to go. The referee will blow that whistle and wave that arm. Here we go. Not a very deep kick at all. Gets it up to the 35-yard line. I don't know if he did that on purpose or whether they wanted to kick away from somebody. But Sonora's going to come out with their first possession.
First down, Sonora, ball at the Sonora 35.
Triple option offense. A lot of motion. Oftentimes one or two people, especially their split ends, will run in motion. Let's see if they go motion to first play or just go right up the middle. There goes right up the fullback. He keeps it. Fake to the fullback. Crockett held onto the ball, picked up about 8 yards. It's a good fake by Crockett. Faked it to McDonald and kept the ball, ran around right end and picked up 8 yards. Crockett came over to the sideline to get the play from the coach. A little bit of confusion. Pitch out. He gets around left end for a first down. The pitch goes to the slot back. Gained about 4 or 5 yards on that. Pitched it to Aiden Kozlitsky. Koslivy. Motion right, fake fullback, quarterback keep. You got about 8 or 9. Sonora's got to be happy with the way things are looking right now. 2 different first down plays. They picked up 8, picked up 9 on that one. They're definitely going to take their time as the quarterback comes all the way over to the sideline to talk to the offensive coordinator. I believe that's Kirk Clifton, who's the offensive coordinator. That's who he was talking with. Could be an up-the-middle play here. We'll see what they do. Going to pass. And it did not work out the way they wanted it. It gets intercepted. Number 20, or Oakdale's, steps in and intercepts the ball. That's their free safety, Noah Shelberg. So Sonora was doing what they wanted, and then boom, intercepted. Oakdale takes over on downs. They run a wing T offense. They come up quickly to the line. Snap. They may not have been set. We'll see if the linesman calls illegal motion. Oh, he got Sonora offsides. Oakdale came up quick out of their huddle. So it'll be 1st and 5 after the 5-yard penalty. Handoff to Zeke Safar. He gets tied up quickly for a loss, about a 3-yard loss. Makes it 2nd and 8. Up the middle. Not much. 21 comes out the bottom of the pile. That's Leo Ayala. Big 3rd down play, 3rd and 6. It's one of the keys the Sonora coach talked about. Try to get him 3 and out. 3rd down plays are always huge in football. 3rd and 6, we'll see if they go with a running play or whether they like to pass it. Time. Somebody called timeout. I'm not even sure that they signaled it. Oakdale called a timeout. This broadcast is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Benton Roberson CPA, Sonora Conference Center, new grand opening downtown Sonora, Tuolumne County Transit, Barry Electric, Oakdale called timeout. Head coach must not have seen Trent Merzon. Must have been something he didn't see, or he saw something he didn't like, or he didn't see what he wanted to see. Either way, they elected to use one of their timeouts. Pass play completed, but basically no gain. 4th down, bringing the punter out, McDonald. He does the punting, he does the place kicking. There's the pass on the replay. Great tackle by safety Justin Morgan. One-on-one tackle. They're going to make sure they don't do a fake punt here. I wouldn't think they would do it this early, but you never know. Low snap. Oh, it's not going to go hardly anywhere. They need to. It goes out of bounds. Yeah, low snap. Oakdale's not going on all cylinders yet, but they're a great program with great coaching and tradition. I'm sure they'll settle down. Sonora gets really good field position. Looks like the official's going to spot it. Wow, he spotted it way up there. So that kick only went about, I think, 8 yards, 10 yards, that punt. Didn't net a whole lot, obviously. If they'd known that, they'd have probably gone for it. Fullback churns for about 2. Elijah McDonald. That's part of that triple option where the quarterback will either stick it into fullback stomach and breadbasket area and he'll hold on to it, or sometimes he'll stick it in there and it'll look like he holds it, and then the quarterback will pull it back. Then the quarterback can keep it or he can hand it off. And if my math serves me correctly, that would be your third option, the triple option. Either give it to the fullback, fake it to the fullback, run it, or give it to one of your slot men that are running around. Either going to be receiving the handoff or, okay, now they went in motion. Let's see if the official's they're going to call Oakdale for jumping off sides. There's the motion. That's the first time Sonora's done that. They do that a lot. They will send their slots, and they'll run them all the way across the field. That was slot Justin Morgan, who was in the left slot, and he took off starting to run to his right. And as soon as he did, both defenders on the Oakdale side, which would be their right side, jumped offside. Referee blew the whistle. Automatic encroachment, 5 yards, second down. Fullback up the middle again. Elijah McDonald picks up the first down. Second first down for Sonora. Here comes our replay. There it is, Elijah up the middle. Bounces off number 40 and continues. Cameron Snow tried to hit him first, but he was able to get a few extra yards. Uh-oh. Ball went flying up in the air. Lucky for Crockett, he grabbed it because there were 2 Oakdale players right there. Could have landed right in the Oakdale player's hand. He'd have just waltzed on in for a touchdown. That's a big loss of about 5 yards. Here comes the replay. Watch the ball pop up when he fakes the handoff. See, there's the handoff. He wants to bring it back, and it pops up in the air. 40 doing this fundamentally sound tackle. If he was looking around, he might have been able to snatch that ball out of midair, but he was doing his job. He was wrapping him up below the waist or at the waist. Second and 14. Pass, flag. It's either going to be a hold. She's in the area where there's a holding. Unless there's pass interference to keep someone from going out for the pass. The officials are gathering together. The back judge threw the flag right at the lineman. Oh, chop block. Got a chop block. Illegal block. Could be probably 10. Oh, they're 15. Okay. 15-yard penalty. He's going to say something to whoever it was and let him know. You know, it's not only their job to enforce the rules, but to try to help these young men, especially early on in the season. Remind the young man that that's an illegal block. Don't do it. I'm watching you. He's still explaining it to him. You can see it there on the camera. Five-person officiating crew. Look like they're all men this time. Sometimes now, of course, ladies are in the officiating crew, but this is a 5-man crew, looks like tonight. A lot of ground to make up. That helped. Pass to Gabe Milburn. Gabe picked up 20 yards almost. Yeah, more like 15. Manageable now, 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
You got a left-handed quarterback out there, Nick Crockett. His last couple of passes have been right where they're supposed to be. The first one, unfortunately, went to the red jersey if you're a Sonora High fan. Matlock rushes off the field. See if they go with another pass play. He's got some room. Nice scramble. Respectable ground now. It might be goal possession at about the 35. I mean, here he goes. He's going to drop back. End's coming. He steps inside the pocket, avoids that tackle. Well, we got one guy standing there. He'll get known on the film to be looking around a little bit better. 58 could have been paying a little more attention on that replay. Got maybe get a little bit better block in there. And I can't find 58 on the roster, so we won't even have to mention his name. The first ball game, sometimes the numbers change. They're going to go for it. 4th and about 5. Under pressure, pass was incomplete. Sonora was able to pick up another first down. There he goes. He's getting hit right when he throws it. Oakdale coming out now. See if this possession works a little bit better for him. Last one was not very good. I'm sure their offense will pick it up a little bit now. Let's see what they do. Motion left. Looks like he pointed towards Oakdale. He might have moved a little too quick. 5-yard penalty. There goes the motion. Still first down. 1st and 15 for the Oakdale Mustangs. Coming in here, dominating Sonora High the last 13 years, winning 12 out of the 13 ball games. Straight up the middle fake. Right end, and Sonora grabs him for a loss. Sonora looking pretty good so far. A lot of time to be left in this ball game. Young, inexperienced teams, turnovers, fumbles, always play a key in the game, but they got him on that one. High tackle, but he grabbed him. 2nd and 18. They got him on a 3-yard loss.
2nd and 18.
Fullback run. Picks up about 6. There he goes off right tackle. Another big 3rd down and 12. At the higher levels, you would automatically be a pass play, but we'll have to see at this level. It is a pass play. He catches it, not quite enough for the first down. Here goes the punt team. Gonna play it straight. Here he goes. Nice pass. Picked up about 10 or 12 yards, but not enough for the first down. Sonora players there to get in on the tackle. Looks like Owen Bauer made the tackle. Oh, he tried to fake and it didn't work, and Sonora gets him. Fake punt. Sonora nails him about a yard short. Sonora takes over on first down. Here he goes. Looked like he was supposed to run and then decided whether he wanted to punt it or not. And he made the decision. He thought he could make it, but Sonora closed in and tackled him. 1:53 to go in the first quarter. Game moving along rather quickly so far. It's because there's no TV timeouts like you see on those pro and high school, those pro and college games. Every time they change possession, they get it. Ooh, nice hands. Milborn. I think I'd keep going to him. He's a big target. About 6'5", I believe. 220 or so. Catches it and picks up an extra 8 or more. He's been open every time. He just sort of goes down and across. He goes about 5 yards and just sort of slants or comes right across the middle. And that's where they'll do the old down, in, and down. He goes down, then cuts in, then all of a sudden goes down again and see if they get a pump fake from the quarterback, that'll free him up. Usually you need a little more room than that at the 26 or 28-yard line, but it'll be play to look for a little bit later. Quarterback keep. No fake or anything. Just get it and go forward. Nick Crockett picks up just a few yards on that one, almost 2.5 or 3 yards. Man, I can't help you with this substitution. Number 44 subbing in for number 24, Josiah Bradford, but I do not see a 44 on my roster. So we'll try to get that a little bit later. Quarterback keep. Crockett runs down to the. Okay, do we have a flag on the play? Or just blowing the dead? I thought, yeah, there is a flag. Looks like it's against Sonora. They're moving back. I didn't see the signal. Let's see the ref shows right now. Holding on the defense. 44 is Hunter Brenner. Hunter Brewer is number 44. And that ends the first quarter.
As the first quarter ends, Oakdale 0, Sonora 0.
Hunter Brewer, number 44, has been rotating in. And then we have a number 26 who I didn't locate earlier, and that is Hunter Faust. This broadcast is brought to you by Sonora Conference Center, grand opening, on-demand conference and meeting rooms in downtown Sonora. Go to sonoraconferencecenter.com for more information. That's sonoraconferencecenter.com for all your conference needs. Chicken Ranch Casino, Benton Roberson CPA, Tuolumne County Transit, Berry Electric, good first quarter of football here for the first opening game for both teams. Sonora High has to be extremely happy where they're at so far. They have had the ball on offense a lot more than Oakdale. They've been able to move the ball. They had a huge run play on the last one but got called for holding. Otherwise, it would have been, I think it would have been first and goal at about the 8-yard line. Instead, they move it back, makes it 2nd and 7. He was able to pick up a few yards, Nick Crockett, on that one. Even though it just looked a little weird, he still was able to pick up a few yards. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5. Comes over to get some instructions from his coach. They don't have the at the end. They have it in the pros. They have it in college where we can tell you what kind of time is left for delay a game, but they don't have that in high school yet. It's probably cost factor to get those electronics and have all those things on each end. Sure is nice to have it, though. So everybody knows, the players, the coaches, the fans, the announcers. Second interception. Probably doesn't make that much of a difference other than a statistical factor, because if they didn't make the first down, they sure as heck weren't going to punt it. We said 2 interceptions. Sonora's played well on offense. 2 interceptions is hopefully their quarterback can calm down a little bit. Here comes the pass, and I don't know if he thought that player was going to cut in or what, but it went right to the Oakdale player. Coach Clifton is pulling the player aside and explaining to him a little bit now what went on. I think that's the best play, well, second best play for Oakdale. They picked up about 5 or 6 running around left end. I have a sneaky suspicion Oakdale's going to dig in a little bit on this possession. Let's see. Good tackle by Elijah McDonald. 6 foot, 215-pound linebacker. You know that tackle. 3rd and 5. Another big third down play. Here it comes, and there's Elijah in on the tackle. McDonald grabs him. McDonald. Well, this is either or. Oakdale pass or run on this in this 5-yard down play. Let's see if he does a fake. They're going to call timeout again. The coach doesn't like what he sees. Coach did not like what he saw. Trent Merzon calls timeout. Second timeout. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Benton Roberson CPA, providing personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus County. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. That's Benton Roberson CPA. All right, Coach had a chance to talk to his quarterback. Let's see if this coach in the huddle helps. Now the umpire is coming out to let them know, like, well, we're not really ready. So Oakland's got to go back to the huddle because they like to come out of that huddle quick, like in a sort of an attack mode, and that sort of throws off their mojo when he makes them just stand there. So they come hustling up quickly to the line. And around. It looks like it's going to work. Yes, it does. It's going to work really well. It's going to work extremely well as Oakdale goes almost 70 yards around left end. You'll see it on the replay. It was a fake draw. Then he looked like he was going to pass. He hands off to, I believe it was number 25. Yep. Zeke Saffron. There he goes around left end. Nice sharp there to miss 2 tackles. And his speed was way too much once he got around the outside. Too quick for Sonora. 6-0. We line up for the extra point.
McDonald attempting a point after. Williams holding.
Right through the middle. 7, Oakdale. Sonora nothing at the 9:47 mark. As I said, I had a sneaky suspicion Oakdale was going to come out and dig in a little bit offense, and they sure did on that one. Head coach Trent Merzon did not like what he saw on their third down play. He called timeout, came out, spoke to his team, and it was a heck of a timeout because that play was for 70 yards, I believe. 79 yards, so I knew it was long. The total play was 79. His run was 68. 68-yard run, putting Oakdale up 7. Mustangs 7, Wildcats nothing. And we have the traditional kickoff where the fans will stand up, take their keys, their cowbells, and jingle, jingle, jingle. Let's see if he kicks this one far or he just does a little squibber for 25 yards like he did on the last one. He doesn't look like he's going to kick it very far because it's only going to take 2 steps to do it. Yeah, they should let it go out of bounds maybe. Nope, he's got to go with it in case. Not bad to get up to 42-yard length. That was Milburn, I believe. Gabe Milburn who caught it. Their tight end. So they had a gentleman there with good hands. Now that's an interesting kick because if Sonora lets it goes out of bounds, they're going to get good replay. There's his catch at about the 33. Avoids a couple of tackles. Breaks a tackle and gets a few yards. Nice play. No, they got an illegal block or something. Sonora's getting a few too many penalties. Take it all the way back to the 25-yard line. That play was red. Yes, indeed. That was Cameron Snow. When that player went motion left, Snow just found a gap, timed it. Watch, here he goes. See, you can see him on the replay. And boom. 4 or 5 yard loss.
Loss of 5 on the plays.
Great read by Cameron Snow, the coaching staff, defensive staff, to get them to understand, to get over there and be ready to guard that play. See if Sonora can maybe make them pay a price for that later with some kind of misdirection, go the other way. Straight hand up the middle.
McDonald, the ball carrier.
To the fullback, McDonald. Picked up 4 of the 5, lost on the first play. There he goes right up the middle. 3rd and 11.
Bradford making tackle.
Sonora probably a little uncertain what to do now. Crockett's thrown 2 interceptions. He's made a couple of nice passes to Milburn, but the interceptions have just been right to the Oakdale players. I mean, right to their numbers. So I'm not sure if there's a mix-up on their routes or what, but they're going to play it safe. They're not going to pass it this time. So punt team now. Crockett should be the punter. Which makes it interesting. You got your quarterback being your punter. Makes it awfully easy to do fake plays, runs, or passes, but I would doubt very, very highly they're going to fake it here. But I'm sure as the season progresses, that's something that would be in Sonora's repertoire if they feel they need it. Got off a pretty good punt considering the snap was extremely low. Went to the 50-yard line. Ball is down by Kyler Hanks. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sonora Conference Center. Grand opening on-demand conference and meeting rooms in downtown Sonora. Go to sonoraconferencecenter.com for more information. That's sonoraconferencecenter.com. Hourly and daily needs. Also, Chicken Ranch Casino, Tuolumne County Transit, Berry Electric, and back to the ball game. Lofted, if they look for it, I don't know, did he catch it or trap it? It could have been caught by anybody, but it was caught by Oakdale. Safety never saw the ball coming. Here comes the replay. The ball's lofted way up in the air. It's so hard to tell if you actually caught it or trapped it. It's impossible to tell, even from our angle. So So if you're not sure, he comes up with the ball, they get it. Big pass play. Oakdale starting to flex their muscles. Fumbled to the ground. Quarterback's able to grab it before Sonora gets it. Jackson Holt falls on his own fumble. It was basically a snap to him, sort of fumbled. He never got his handle on it when he was getting ready to turn around and do whatever he was going to do. 2nd and 13. Fake pitch. Didn't get a lot. It's going to be about, well, you got more than I thought. I was misreading the lines there. It's like about 3rd and 3. Faked a handoff to the left and rolled out right. Sonora ended up gang tackling him over here at about the 13-yard line. So. There's a hole for a first down right there. Right off left tackle.
Bradford making the tackle. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal on the 9-yard line. Just under 5.5 to go before halftime. Uh-oh, looks like he's in. Touchdown, Oakdale Mustangs. Left tackle again. In for the TD is Leo Ayala. $13-0, and they're getting ready to kick the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. Oakdale 14, Sonora nothing. 5:09 to go till the halftime in the second quarter. Dunleavy Field, Tuolumne County, Sonora, California. Opening football game for the Sonora Wildcats hosting the Oakdale Mustangs. Two powerhouses in their respective conferences. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Benton Roberson, CPA. Provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Okay, here goes the kickoff. It's going to probably be at an angle again. They've been doing it every time. Down to about the 30-yard line. Kick it up high and short. This time he actually kicks it off. He squibs it, and it goes. Went perfect. He couldn't have done it any better. If it went out of bounds, they would have brought it way up, but you got it just past the goal marker there at the goal line. The pylon. I went blank on what it was called. The pylon. So it went into the end zone. So it's a touchback. They bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. Well, we'll share a little something with our listeners here. You know, sometimes you have technical difficulties. Well, our difficulty right now is we're getting attacked by ants. They're starting to crawl up our legs here, but we'll continue on and just let them nibble at us. Uh-oh, what happened? Fumble? They're piling up. Oakdale's pointing it's their ball. Looks like it is. That's another break that Sonora cannot afford to have to keep this game close. Well, it's on that quarterback handoff. They're not sure whether they're going to give it to the quarterback or whether they're going to pull it back out. So, and I'm not sure how they do that either, if it's a read or if it's a set play. I think it's a read. But that's a tough play when you're putting that ball in the fullback's hands and then you're not going to let go of it. He thinks he's going to take it. So the triple option backfires there, and they're just going to keep going to 21. Ayala, see if he can just keep churning away. Now, he went straight up the middle that time, a little bit to the right, off right guard. The last two plays he ran was off left tackle, and he just churned up a bunch of yards. So let's see. They've got someone over there in left guard and left tackle that's opening up, as they say, a hole big enough to drive a truck through. So Sonora's going to call timeout, see if they can settle down just a little bit here. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Chicken Ranch Casino, Benton Roberson, CPA, Sonora Conference Center, grand opening in downtown Sonora, Tuolumne County Transit, Berry Electric, first quarter, Sonora did extremely well. Oakdale was struggling a little bit. The second quarter has been all Oakdale, and they're knocking on the door again after a fumble. Sonora now has had 3 turnovers, I believe. I know they've had at least 3. They've had the 2 interceptions and the fumble. I think they had another fumble that Crockett was able to fall on. So 3 turnovers. Oakdale, there it is. He tried to go left tackle, but they did a good job on that one. They didn't open up the hole. Somebody over there on that defensive line's taking it personal, not going to let him run over him again. 3rd and 5. Now I had it, for some reason I had him at 1st and goal a while ago, but it was not 1st and goal, so they're on the 15-yard line. He's going to call another timeout. Coach called timeout. Didn't like what he saw. He'll act a little fired up, try to get the young men's attention. That's Trent Merzon, the head coach. While they're doing the timeout, let's give some credit to the entire coaching staff at Oakdale. Garrett Martine, defensive coordinator, Gary Osmondson, offensive line, Ryan Teixeira, receivers, Tim Meyer, quarterbacks, Justin Martin, defensive backs, Kevin Weber, defensive line, and Dave Hill, defensive line. So great coaching staff. We always appreciate everybody that helps with their teams, head coaches, assistant coaches, and everybody else involved. Oakdale breaks the huddle. Last time they had the coach come out, they came out, ran for a touchdown. Let's see if he does the same thing. Pitch out left, and it looks like the coach needs to just keep calling timeouts if he doesn't run out of them. Now it's 1st and goal, about the 4-yard line, maybe the 3. There's the pitch out. They got big number 4 out there to lead the way, just enough to get the linebacker out of the way. Send that man in motion to get that extra. There's left tackle. He's going to get in there. When they go left tackle, they're pretty good. And Ayala goes in for his 2nd touchdown. Oh, no, he didn't make it. He must be where? Yeah, he did make it. Okay. They line up awfully quick for that extra point. Kick goes right through the middle. As McDonald does the kicking and the punting. Kicks it right up the middle. It's 21 for Oakdale and 0 for Sonora with 3:43 to go in the first half. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Benton Roberson, CPA. Ben Roberson CPA provides personal tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Ben Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Chicken Ranch Casino, Sonora Conference Center, Tuolumne County Transit, and Berry Electric. And let's have a kickoff. 3:43 to go in the first half. They send it deep this time. It's going to go into the end zone, out of the end zone.
Ball goes in the end zone, come out to the 20-yard line.
So Sonora will take the ball. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Sonora's had decent success running the ball. Unfortunately for them, they've had 2 interceptions and a fumble. And that's not a good thing to do against a good team like Oakdale, because they've taken advantage of 2 of those turnovers and cashed them in immediately for points. Deflected at the line. Tried to pass it to Milburn. Right around out the 30-yard line. One of the Oakdale players stuck his hand up and got the deflection, got the batted pass. Let's see which one it is. There he is right there. Jumped up in the air and got it. Looks like the right tackle, Mabel Angel Chappelle, I'm not sure. Number 33, it might have been. All we know is it was deflected. So it should be 2nd and 10. Right to left end, Oakdale player not getting up real quick. Number 5 is the injured player. That was Aiden Koslivy, who ran around the left end and picked up about maybe 3 yards. And number 5 for Oakdale, that's Jaden Williams, is down, getting up slowly. Trainers looks like he's feeling his left leg a little bit. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him. He's getting up gingerly. He's gonna get some help. So it looks like his left ankle. Jaden Williams looked like he might have twisted his left ankle. You know, that's the only thing we can guess right now, is left ankle or knee. He's definitely not putting any weight on his left appendage, his lower appendage, leg, ankle, knee. Trainers are helping him off. Scoreboard is not correct. They have 2nd and 7. It should be 3rd and 7. And if I'm not mistaken, is that scoreboard in a new position this year? Last year's the first year they put it up there. It used to be down on the left, I believe, so now the scoreboard is right straight across from all the fans. Used to be, I believe, at the end of it, well, down at the right, our right end facing this field, the right end zone. So new scoreboard in the last couple years. He keeps sticking his hands up and getting that ball, 33. He got another deflection. That was definitely 33. I saw it on that one. That's Bradford. Just stuck his hand up and knocked the ball down. 4th and 7. Here comes Bradford. Watch him get his hands up there. His big old mid up there. Right there. Boom. Deflected.
deep for Oakdale.
Sonora's short somebody because running out there to make sure they got enough is Kevin Mark, number 74. Oh, looks like they got a hold or an illegal block.
On the play, tackle made by Bauer.
Owen Bauer was like looking at the ref like, come on, come on. And the linesman over here did throw the flag. So it's going to be brought back with the penalty probably near the 47 or 48. It's Ayala on the run back. We'll see how many they chalk off. It's illegal block in the back. Should be 15 yards. At the 38 with 3:09 to go. Oh, wow, that was nothing. If you saw it on the replay, it was right down in the middle. It was right down in the middle. And, I mean, he barely touched him. In fact, what happened was the Sonora player turned around because it was going the other direction, and he might have put his hand on his back or something to be sure as heck didn't block him. But anyway, the ref keeping him clean. Threw the flag. And this is high school. You don't get a chance to challenge anything. No flags given to the coach to throw out there and say, look at the instant replay. You got to go with what the officials call. Sonora has to hold him here. They really don't want to go in 28-0 at halftime. I mean, that's just way, way, way too much. Round left end, Zeke Saffer picking up 7 yards on that play. Right up the middle, just short of the first down. Ayala, fullback, straight ahead. It's almost close enough to measure. But they're going to say it's just a little bit short. 3rd and less than a yard. And they don't have less than a yard to put on the scoreboard, so they put up their 3rd and 1. It'd be interesting if they put up 3rd and .33 or something. But it doesn't make sense what they put up there. Ayala gets it. He fumbles it. He fumbled it, but Oakdale came up with it. Sonora could have used a break here to try to get this game a little more in the competitive status. There's where the ball squirted out. And we can't tell from this angle, but obviously an Oakdale player landed on it. Best case scenario for Sonora is they hold them and go in 21-0. I mean, good coverage. Good coverage. Good sack. About a 3-yard loss. Gabe Milborn in on that one. He was assisted by, and I'm sorry I missed who he got assisted by. Let's see if we can get it. There's Gabe. And then coming in to help out. Actually, I don't think Gabe made the tackle. He ended up being the assist man, but it's hard to spot those numbers. There goes left tackle again. That's just killing him on left tackle. Yep. Did the old Heisman strut when he got near the end zone. Zeke Saffer in for about a 55-yard scamper. Here we go. See, they're getting great blocking. Oh, look at that hole. He just goes through there. Now, once he gets out there, he's too fast. Nobody in the green's going to catch up with him. 27-0. 49 seconds to go. Right through the middle. Good kicking game. 28 zip. 49 seconds to go. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Chicken Ranch Casino, Benton Roberson, CPA, Sonora Conference Center, Tuolumne County Transit, Berry Electric, and we're getting ready for another kickoff. Oakdale has shown us a full array of kickoffs. They've done two little, not really squibblers, I'd call them little short fly balls to his right, about the 30-yard line. The last two, they actually kicked one out of the end zone to the left. The other one went straight back out of the end zone. Now, there's sort of a school right smack into the hand, and he caught the ball again. I don't know how much further he's going to go. He's running left. He's pretty hard to bring down, Milburn. I tell you what, he ran a long ways, but unfortunately it was left, right to left. He started way over on the other side of the field and just kept coming this direction, but he had nice hands on it. You'll see this is a line drive. He catches a line drive. Now he's going to keep running to his left and keep running to his left. Misses a tackle. Doesn't quite get tackled, then they gang up on him. So Milburn's having a good game. He's big, he's strong, has nice hands. Playing both offense and defense, he's getting a workout in there. Playing defensive end and then a wide out. He's going to go long, but it's too deep. Trying to strike deep. He would have been open if he went down about 20 and then cut right across the middle. They had that covered in front and in back. Second and 10 with 35 seconds to go. So this might be a chance for Sonora just to go ahead and throw some of them deep and see if Milburn or someone can catch one down there about the 20 or 25-yard line. Let's see if they let her run out, if they try to do another play. They might just go in at halftime right now. Just leave it as it is. I think they're just going to go in. They've got timeouts to use, but they're not going to use them. Just go in there and regroup, let the clock run out. There's no way they're going to get this play off. Well, they might. Snap it. What the heck? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know if I could have scripted that one any worse. And I believe Coach Kirk Clifton is upset with his quarterback on that one. There was basically 1 second left. There's a flag on the play. Let's see if Sonora catches a break here. He's faking a handoff, and then big old 33 picks it up. He's been blocking passes like crazy. Nice. I'm going to get me a touchdown. Looks like what is the penalty? Touchdown is good. Personal foul against Sonora. So I'm sure somebody in Sonora had something to say they weren't real happy with. They're going to get a penalty on it. That could be about you can't think of anything worse to happen. Now, the only good thing about it is it looks like they're pretty much outmanned as it is, so hopefully Sonora's going to learn from that one when they get into to improving and gelling as a team. Obviously, last year Sonora started off slow, and then once they got into conference play, they peaked and were able to win the big playoff game here at home and then got beat by the eventual champion of their division. When they lost to Colfax in the semifinals. But that play was pretty discouraging for the Wildcats, but they just got to go in and regroup. That's all they can do. They're young. You need to learn lessons. And I think they'll learn one from that one. I believe they called that kick no good. So it's 34-0 at the half. It gives us a 12-minute break. And I think what we do now is we will leave the mic on as far as being able to hear what's going on. And the Sonora High Band is going to play. We'll have some stats for you in just a second. Before we go there, this broadcast is brought to you in part by Tuolumne County Transit. Okay, thank you, Tuolumne County Transit, and we will let you watch the band, the Sonora High Band play, and we'll take an audio break, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. Halftime score, Oakdale 34, Sonora High 0. We got a little less than 2 minutes to go before the second half starts. We'll give you some of the offensive leaders and the scoring summaries as both teams head out on the field. The Oakdale cheerleaders just put on a performance. The Sonora High Band played prior to that. For Sonora, Crockett, number 11, 2 for 8, 30 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Rushing, Crockett, 8 attempts for 27 yards, a little over 3 yards a carry. His longest was 9. And McDonald, 4 attempts for 15 yards, giving him close to 4 yards per run, and no touchdowns, and longest yard not really recorded. Receiving, Milburn, number 80, has caught 2 for 30 yards. His longest was 17. For Oakdale, number 14, Holt, 4 for 4 on passing and 50 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. On the rushing side, number 25, Safar, 8 attempts, 135 yards, 2 TDs. His longest was 68, a scamper around left end for their first touchdown. Number 21, Ayala, 10 attempts, 46 yards, 2 TDs, his longest 9. On the receiving end, Williams, 1 caught for 30 yards. Scoring summary at the 9:43 mark in the second quarter. Safar, 68-yarder around left end. Extra point good by McDonald, 7-zip at the 5:09 in the second quarter. Ayala, 9-yard TD run, making it 13-0. Kick by McDonald makes it 14-zip. 3:43 to go in the second quarter. Ayala again, a 4-yard TD run. Extra point by McDonald, good, 21-zip. And here's where it got ugly for Sonora. 43 seconds to go in the second quarter. Safari again, a 50-yard touchdown run. 27-zip, extra point good, 28-zip. And then a costly error. Fumble with basically no time on the clock because they went to almost 1 second. I didn't think they were even going to get the play off, but at the 1 second mark, they snapped the ball, faked a fullback handoff. They held on to the ball. The quarterback, Nick, held on to the football and ended up fumbling it. Crockett ended up fumbling it with no time on the clock. Scooping it up was Bradford. He ran it in for a 40-yard touchdown on a fumble recovery. 34-0. Extra point no good. And that's our halftime score as we get ready to go in the second half. And Oakdale has just totally dominated this game. Sonora played extremely well almost the entire first quarter. Had an opportunity or two to perhaps score, and it didn't quite happen. And then from that, it just went downhill for the Wildcats. And this broadcast is brought to you in part by Chicken Ranch Casino, Benton Roberson CPA, Sonora Conference Center, grand opening downtown Sonora. Go to sonoraconferencecenter.com for all your conferencing and meeting needs. Tuolumne County Transit and Berry Electric. Thank you, all those businesses, for helping bring this exciting football action to you through NorCal Sports TV. As we get ready to go at the second half kickoff, this ball game will be on tape delay on YouTube. Correct me. Live and replay. See, I have my terminology correct, so I got my correction here. It's live tonight, and then it'll be on replay on YouTube, so you can watch the ball game. So if there's somebody out there that you know that wanted to see the game but is not able to see it, let them know it will be available in the near future. I'm not sure how long it takes to get on there, but it will be there immediately. That's even better. So you can watch it again tonight you can have a little party. Probably in Oakdale, they'll be celebrating. The Oakdale kids can get home and put it on there and watch it and enjoy it. And I'm sure the Sonora kids probably will not look forward to watching it that quickly. But this broadcast is also being simulcast on Access Tuolumne. We're getting ready for the start of the second half. And there is the kickoff. And Oakdale decides to just pounce on it because it bounced around a little bit too much. We want to make sure we give an appreciation and credit to our spotter and our statistician, Jeremy Hurtado, who spent a lot of time prior to this game getting information and then fills me in with statistics as this game progresses. Straight up the middle. Oh, my goodness gracious. Untouched. Untouched. 75 yards. He's got to get tired here pretty soon. He's got to be in some kind of anaerobic shock right now as he's going right up the middle. And there he goes again. Leo Ayala, 75 yards. Touchdown. He only had 46 in the first half, so he's trying to catch up with his partner, Safar. So basically, Oakdale, if you can believe this, if I could tell you statistics correct, in approximately the last minute of football, Oakdale has scored 3 touchdowns. Because they scored a touchdown. They scored a touchdown with 49 seconds to go in the end of the first half. They scored another touchdown. We're talking exactly a minute. They scored another touchdown with no time on the clock, and then they scored a touchdown in 11 seconds. So in 60 seconds, in a matter of 60 seconds on a football clock, they have scored 3 touchdowns. So Oakdale, by far the better team. But again, 2 really good football teams in Sonora. As I think everybody knows, they're going to improve, and by the time they get into conference play, they will be someone to be reckoned with. I'm sure Calaveras and Somerville and a few other programs out there and Argonaut are going to have something to say about that. But again, we've got a long ways to go before that. Conference play does not start till basically the end of September. There's that little squibber, we'll call it. Called for a fair catch. So fair catch on the kickoff. Now let's see if Sonora can get some confidence going here with their offense, because they have actually looked pretty good except for some of those miscues. And I do not see a number 58. He caught the fair catch on the kickoff. He's, again, sometimes the first game, roster changes, injuries, I'm not sure what, but there'll be some things that'll cause us not to know who's who. Oh, batted in the air again, but caught on the deflection. I don't know if the quarterbacks, maybe they're playing the zone and they're just putting their hands up, but there's been 3 straight deflections. Let's see if it's 33. It is again. That is unbelievable. He has had 3 deflections. But between the 3 deflections and the picked up fumble and the 40-some yard scramble, I think 33 should be the defensive player of the game. Keeper for Crockett.
Offensive ball carrier. Tackle made by Yellow. Third down, 2.
At 33 for Oakdale should be Bradford. I'm trying to triple check. I do not have a roster for Oakdale. There's a web page called Max Preps where eventually any team in the country can post their roster, but when it's early in the season like this, sometimes those rosters are not updated. So I apologize to you and your family if I don't give you credit, whoever the individual is. I think that's Bradford who keeps getting those deflections. Like an illegal motion, chalking off 5. Sonora's been penalized about 5 or 6 times now. 7 times. Thank you, Jeremy Hurtado, who corrects me on that. I think it's 7 times for 41 yards, I think is a signal he gave me. We got 3rd and 7. See if they go to Milburn on a crossing pattern, straight up the middle. Try to go straight up the middle with McDonald. Here we got 4th and 5.
Fourth and 5. Crockett back to punt. Yellow deep for Oakdale. Yellow the ball carrier. Tackle made by
Ayala
Harris.
fielded the punt, gained about 3 yards. This is right about where they were last time and went 1 play and a touchdown. Sonora's got to toughen up here on this defense. It's either straight up the middle or right off their left tackle is where they've been breaking through. There they go left side again. Picked up 12.
Tackle made by Bradford.
Bradford on the tackle.
First down, Oakdale. Ball out to the Oakdale.
They go around left end again. Bradford's going to wrap him up. He'll pick up a few extra yards dragging him, but Bradford does get in on the tackle. Player down. The trainer finally realizes it. Sonora trainer's going to hustle out there and see what the deal is. Looks like he's holding his right knee or calf or something. Again, we never want to project or guess on any type of injury, but might be a cramp. He's hobbling on one leg, so it's his right leg. Trainer and the players are going to help him off, keep his weight off that right leg. So cornerback Josiah Bradford on the tackle, and now he looks like he's injured. Not putting any weight on his right leg, so get him over there, have the trainers take a look at him. Hopefully, obviously, it's not too serious. That might be a cramp. They're giving him water, and then they're just trying to do the old push the foot down, so hopefully it's just a cramp. Which, if you've had the cramp, they hurt like heck, but obviously it's not an injury that's going to be serious. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what that was about, he was running left end, and all of a sudden the ball popped out. He was able to hold on to it. We'll see on the replay if you can see it. There's nobody tackling him, but the ball popped up in the air from Zeke Seifer. Watch this now. Watch the ball pop up in the air. And he grabs it. And that's number 26. It's not Zeke Seifer. Again, we do not have a roster. And the PA system here is really good if you're down low, but we're right under the PA, and all I hear is noise. So unfortunately, I can't have the PA man assist me on them. But you saw the ball pop out straight up the middle.
Taylor making the tackle. Third and 4.
Third down, this would be good for Sonora Psychic if they can hold them and then get themselves some type of offense mustered up when they get the ball back. Right end. Can they string him out? Looks like they're going to. Comes up hobbling a little bit. Here they come on the replay. 3 defenders out there. See how they strung him out. Justin Morgan limped out of there just a little bit. That's going to go out of bounds at about the 40-yard, maybe even further up. He's moving up. My goodness, how far is he going to go up? He goes up to the 47-yard line, so that is going to be an 8-yard punt. And I'm sure that's something Oakdale gets. They're going to have something to work on. Running around left end, they're doing quite well, but right now their punting game has had a couple of serious miscues. Let's see if Sonora can take advantage of it and hold this ball for a while, get down there and get a score. I'm not sure when you would say it would make the score respectable, but if nothing else, give them some confidence to believe in themselves that they can score. And Oakdale backed that play up. They had 2 or 3 guys just bumping everybody, and he did the old fake to the fullback and brought it back, but had nowhere to go. Maybe a yard. Triple option. Had a man in motion. Fake to the fullback. Kept it. Nowhere to go. Oakdale's defense getting awfully stingy after those first couple of possessions where Sonora got themselves a couple of first downs. There's the fake to the fullback, and he got rocked on that one. Big tackle. Nick Crockett got tackled. Maybe another yard, but there it goes. Linebacker came in and buried him. 2 or 3 guys in on the tackle for Oakdale. 3rd and 7. 49-yard line in Oakdale territory.
This pass is intended for Bauer, incomplete. Snow defending on the play. 4th and 7.
Pass was high, meant for Owen Bauer, but was too high, uncatchable. Sonora in punting position.
Crockett back to punt.
See if he runs up a couple yards. Nope, he's going to punt it. Nice punt. If it takes a bounce, it could get down to about the 5-yard line. They're going to let it roll. It's going to look like it's going to go dead about the 6 or 7-yard line. Good punt by quarterback, punter, Nick Crockett. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sonora Conference Center, Chicken Ranch Casino, Benton Roberson CPA, Tuolumne County Transit, Berry Electric, and Access Tuolumne. Oakdale takes over on downs on the Sonora punt. They're on their own 7. They're going that left end, left side again. They've been extremely successful over there. Sweeping left and off left tackle.
Second down, 5.
Right up the middle for about 2 or 3. Third and 4. Another big play for Sonora to see if they can stop this one and get good field position. See if they sweep right. I know they've swept left a lot when they've had more room, when it's on the hash mark on the other side where they have room to run left. It's on the left hash mark now, so there's not a lot of room to sweep left. Oakdale's been extremely successful on that play. They're either going to go left tackle dive, or off left tackle, or maybe go off the right, give them a little room to run around the outside. Let's see if that's what they do. Yeah, right up the middle. I guess I called that one. Right tackle. There it goes. Basically a dive play right off right tackle. Wing T offense by Oakdale. Churning out a lot of yards tonight. They're going to have over 400, that's for sure. They might be at that right now. 4:37, 3:37.
Walker, the ball carrier. Tackle made by McDonald. Make that Bradford.
337 yards on the ground by Oakdale with another 10 or 12 tacked on right there. So they're having their way with their wing T offense. There it goes. Handoff around the left end. They keep getting around the outside. Those outside linebackers and defensive ends need to make sure they cut back in. They're getting around on the outside a little bit too much. Wildcats need to keep them inside that.
Larry on the ball carrier. Tackle made by Faust. Gain of 8, second and 2.
Just turned off another 8. Here it goes. Good blocking. Linebackers having to be involved every time. Sometimes those line of scrimmage guys need to make that tackle. You can't always count on the linebackers. There goes that left end.
Walker, the ball carrier. Brought down by Bradford.
They're picking up almost 8 yards now on every play. Let's see if Sonora can do something to stop this freight train called Oakdale offense. Good block by the Oakdale's number 50. put a block on Riley Paz on the outside there. There goes that left tackle. Another 8 yards. Watch the lineman clear the hole for him. They double team the tackle. They pull the guard, double team the tackle. He's being blocked by 2 people.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's pretty tough to beat. You got the man face up, then you got a guard pulling to come get you. Then the center's left to block the nose guard.
Vanessa, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Taylor. First down, Oakdale. Ball at the Sonora 37.
Another first down. As the Mustangs are stampeding down the field methodically on this series. That's 3 first downs. Most of their touchdowns have been long breakaways, 68 yards, 50 yards. They're doing it the old-fashioned way here. There goes left guard again, around left. Like I say, they are just, they are blocking. And we got somebody down hurt for Sonora, and he's grabbing the back of his knee. He says, I'm okay. No, he's coming out. It's just an unbelievable blocking by Oakdale. So Oakdale's going to let the clock run out to go into the 4th quarter. They've turned off about 50 yards, so that's got to get them up to about 380 yards on the offensive end because it was 337 when this one started. But it is all Oakdale. Sonora's trying to find some type of silver lining in this ball game. Got a couple players go down with injury, so hopefully nobody gets injured. They can regroup and get ready for their next ball game. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Bent Roberson CPAs, providing personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Bent Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Sonora Conference Center, grand opening, on-demand conference and meeting rooms in downtown Sonora. Go to sonoraconferencecenter.com for more information, sonoraconferencecenter.com. Tuolumne County Transit, Berry Electric, Chicken Ranch Casino, and Access Tuolumne. We start the 4th quarter. Obviously, Oakdale in dominating form, up 41-0. On this series, they've marched for 4 straight first downs, going 7 to 10 or 12 yards on every play. One of the few. Through 3 quarters, Oakdale has a total of 387 yards on offense. 337 of them are rushing. Sonora, 86 yards. 86 yards. So that tells you why the score is 41-0. Oakdale is dominating possession, dominating on large plays, and then they're just shutting Sonora down on offense. Fumble! Sonora gets a break. They get a fumble recovery. Jackson Holt did the handoff. There goes the replay here. Watch the handoff. It's going to get fumbled right there. Must have got hit immediately when he took the ball, the fullback. Ball was laying out there in the middle of no man's land, and a green jersey plopped on it, and Sonora gets their biggest break of the game. So they take over on the 22-yard line. 10:22 to go. There's the fake handoff. Crockett better hold on to it. They're trying to strip him. He runs for 10. That's the biggest play Sonora's had in a long time. There's the fake handoff to fullback. Crockett going around the right end area a little bit. Oakdale players trying to strip the ball. He's able to hold on and get a first down. Crockett keeps again. He goes for another about 11 yards. That was fake straight up the middle, and then he ran around and found a hole on the left side. So 11 yards to the right, about 10 or 12 yards to the left. Here goes the fake. There's the juke step, and there's the hole. Lowers his helmet, picks up a few extra yards. Nice play by Crockett. Let's see if Sonora can keep it going. Pitch. Nice run. Nice run around right end. Here comes our replay. Gets around the outside. And coming over to make the tackles, number 17. That was number 26, Hunter Faust. Hunter Faust. For a big pickup, biggest pickup of the game for Sonora. They're on the 22-yard line. Sonora knocking on the door. There it goes. They go back to Hunter. No, that's 22. That's not Hunter. That's Riley Paz. Tackled for no gain. Pitch right. There's a spot for him to go. Just not much. About 3-yard line. I mean, about 3 yards picked up. That was Hunter again. Faust. Justice Bryant checks in, along with Riley Keister. 3rd down. They're in 4-down territory. Faked the handoff. Held on to it. That's that triple option where it looks like the fullback's got it. 1st down. Sonora showing some life. This would be something positive for them to obviously build on. But they haven't scored yet. Let's see if they can continue this drive. 1st down about the 12-yard line. Fullback up the middle. And he's down there to about the 1 or 2 yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 1, I believe. 2nd and 1 on about the 3. So Sonora's going to get a chance now to see if they can flex a muscle here and just go at you. Here goes the replay, right up the middle. Nice run. Andrew Matlock on the run. Sonora mixing in some other players, giving them some experience in this ball game. I think they handed it to Matlock again, but he gets thrown for a loss. They piled that one up. They piled that one up for sure. Decent spot for Sonora. They gave him a first down. Forward motion.
First and goal.
So we have a 1st and goal on the 1 yard line. See if they can give the Wildcat faithful something to celebrate about here. Oh, you can't do that, folks. You can't have illegal motion on 1st and goal on the 1 yard line. Guess what? They didn't. It was against Oakdale. Okay. So now it's 1st and inches. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, they're jumping there. The left tackle and the linebacker were starting to infringe, causing the Sonora players to react. So good job by a replay booth to show that. No, now there's one on Sonora. That one's on Sonora. Yes. You got 1st and about 3 inches, and you move, you shift. I'll let you see on the replay who shifted. I'm not interested in pointing it out.
1st and goal. Ball at the 5 yard line.
It was actually 2 players. Number 2 just reacted to the tight end's movement. Either way, it's something you cannot afford to do. Now they're just going to be in all sorts of trouble. It's not fumble, it's blown dead.
Tackled the ball carrier. Tackled made by Reyes. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's not been a good night for Sonora, but if they're not able to punch this one in, this will be another thing that they're really going to have to learn from. The end of the first half was bad enough, fumbling at a 40-yard line with no time on the clock and letting them run in. Now you had 1st down on the 1-inch yard line or 2-inch yard line and get an illegal motion. Looks like we're going to be able to scamper it in, though. So we can't worry about it now. Great job. Aiden Kozlivy on the run around left end. Touchdown, Sonora. So they get on the board. There he is in motion. There's the pitch. Cuts back in. Does a nice job of sliding off the attempted tackle by the cornerback to get the touchdown. 41-6. Extra point is good. 41-7. 1:58 to go. The Wildcats cash in and score, giving them some confidence, something to build on. Oakdale, obviously the better football team. Both teams well coached. Both teams have been powerhouses in their conference. Oakdale winning the state championship for Division III in 2016, and either conference or tied for conference championships 2017, 16, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7. Trent Merzon, head coach, does a heck of a job, him and his staff down there. Sonora High School, head coach Brian Craig, assistant coach Josh Croce, Kurt Clifton, Rusty Price, Nate Gray, and Carson Clifton. Two teams, well coached, two teams that are heard from in their conference every year. Sonora, since they've gone into Motherlode League, 5 straight years conference champs, undefeated, and Oakdale and the Valley Oak League winning that conference consistently. The ball just downed, a good decision, down the ball, just get this game over, make sure nobody gets hurt. There's 29 seconds to go. I don't even think they're going to run a play. They're just lining up at midfield. Final score, Oakdale 41, Sonora High 7. This game on NorCal Sports TV, then Tuolumne County at Dunleavy Field, Sonora, California. The opening game for both teams. Sonora now it drops to 0-1, Oakdale 1-0. This game is brought to you in part by Chicken Ranch Casino, Benton Roberson CPA, Sonora Conference Center, Tuolumne County Transit, Berry Electric, and Access Tuolumne. First game of the year as far as football goes in the Tuolumne County area, brought to you by NorCal Sports TV and Access TV as well. Access Tuolumne County. We'll have a few stats here before we sign off. It was a great crowd tonight. Oakdale in their red had, well, I don't know, I'd say 1,000 or more here. Sonora at least 2, so there was a good-sized crowd. These bleachers were 75% full. I know that maybe holds 4,000 or so over. I'm not sure what the capacity is, but it was a good crowd. Great weather. A little warm, but hey, I guess a little bit better off to be warm than to be up here frigid. So if you want true football weather, have to put on your sweatshirts. Look forward to that in about a month. Let's see if I can find a schedule here, tell you where Sonora plays next. I think they're on the road next week. May not be in this program. All right, let us tell you a little bit about the stats here. All right. Stats brought to you in compliments of Jeremy Hurtado. For Oakdale, quarterback Holt, 4 for 4, 50 yards on passing. On rushing, Ayala, 11 attempts, 120 yards, 3 touchdowns. His longest was 74. Safar, 8 attempts, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. His longest was 68. Williams, 1 caught, 30 yards. Longest was 17. 4 Oakdale offensive leaders. Crockett, three completions on 10 attempts for 31 yards. I'm sorry, this is Sonora, and he had two interceptions. So Crockett had 3 of 10 for 31 yards, 2 interceptions. Rushing, Crockett, 15 attempts, 63 yards. Foss, 2 attempts and 36 yards. Scoring summary, Oakdale, 74 yards. First play of the second half. Extra point good by McDonald. And then 2:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Koslivy for Sonora, a 6-yard run around left end, making it 41-6. And Crockett kicks the extra point to make it a final score of 41-7. So that's the final at Dunleavy Field. We thank you all for tuning in to NorCal Sports TV. And we're ready to sign off now, and make sure you tune in for other events that NorCal Sports covers throughout, particularly Northern California. That would be high school, community college action. Thank you very much. This is Denny I signing off with our statistician Jeremy Hurtado and CEO and a replay man Dion I. NorCal Sports TV.